YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Young Wavy, forever. I just came by once again to give you a video, basically to break down my brushing pattern. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with the top. It's like how everybody else should probably brush it, depending on the pattern. If you know you're doing 720s or if you slant in your top, But mine is just normal, straightforward, from my crown, I just brush nice, evenly applied pressure, brushing straight forward through the hairline, as far back into the crown as possible, or you should know where your crown is and where you want to start from and end. Basically, you're ending at your hairline by brushing through it. Now, usually what I do is I'll brush in a circle. Basically, I'll just follow my swirl, basically. So once I get done with the top, I'll go to the side. This is my right side, so basically what I'll do, once again, place the brush in the crown and come down. And I'll try to come down in front of the air. But this brush is very wide, so I have to make sure I maintain where my connection is, or where I put the brush, to make sure when I go to the other side in the back that I start off where I left off. So we're coming from the crown and we're coming down. Notice the brush is on an angle still, but I'm coming straight down. Coming straight down. This part of my brush here is in my crown. In my crown. Coming down. So this is the right side. When I go to the back, it's the same thing. Notice I'm placing the brush on an angle. Notice the right side here. So now I'm just going to continue where I left off, from the right side into this back right corner. Once again, in the crown, on an angle, and we're coming down. Coming down. Coming down. You want to make sure you're putting the brush in the same spot. You want to make sure you're going through your brushing session. You want to make sure you're putting the brush in the same spot. You're using the same speed, same amount of pressure for each side. This is going to have a consistency, basically, of an even wave pattern all the way around. So I did my right, I did my top, I did my right, I did the back right hand corner. Remember, notice we're down on an angle, down on an angle, down on an angle. So now for my left back side, basically I break my back off into two sections. I know certain people brush their back left, the back right, and then straight down the back. I just brush the back right and the back left. That's it. And the same thing, you want to put the brush into your crown. Notice it's on an angle, and we're coming straight down. Coming straight down, but on an angle. Notice this side of the brush here is basically where I left off from the back right side. It's just starting from that end spot, basically. So, once again, down on an angle, down on an angle, down on an angle, down on an angle, behind the air. So now we go to the right side. The left side, I'm sorry. And once again, we're going to place, this is where how I place my brush, basically. Notice I'm going to come straight this way, keeping this part of the brush in front of my ear. Notice this is where basically I was brushing the back left. So now I'm going to continue from here, and I'm going to go this way. This is all making sure that these two sides connect, and I'm not overlapping the brushing pattern to either cause a shift in my waves, to either cause the line to go through here, or some people saying their waves crash into each other. This will avoid that. This will make sure your connection's a lot better. So basically we're going to come from the crown, on an angle, on an angle, on an angle. So usually when my hair is this low, I try to keep it on the angle from the crown. And then normally when my hair, I'm beasting, I'm further into my weeks, I tend to turn the brush this way and go more straight forward than anything. But being that my hair is this low, we'll just come from the crown down on an angle. You know, same speed, same amount of applied pressure on your hair. You know, you don't have to apply much pressure with this brush once again, or any brush you use. Let the bristles brush your hair, not your scalp. And then once again, we'll just finish off with the top. With the top. Now, basically, that's how I brush my hair. I try to stay consistent. I'll keep going around in that same pattern, around in the circle. I'll brush each side consistently the same way that I just showed you, you know. And that's basically it. You know, that's my brushing pattern. That's how I brush my hair. That's how I achieve my swirl. You know, once again, your hair may grow in a different direction. Your crown may be on your left side and not on your right side, vice versa. You know, not all people may be able to achieve the swirl because of your hair growth and how it grows. Basically,